My precious people of Ghana, it's your Nigerian girl pleasure bringing you political news in our channel Ghanatube. Breaking news: Mahama Ayariga's residence set ablaze in Bako, and this has actually hit the people of Ghana and NDC so hard. Please watch.
Some 19 minutes past the hour of 12, we are learning that the house of the Member of Parliament for Bako Central, Mahama Ayariga, has been set ablaze. That's in the Upper East region. We're monitoring the situation and we'll bring you more on it. That the house of Mahama Ayariga, the MP for Bako Central, has been set ablaze. I'm sure if you've been following our news coverage, there was the escalation of violence in Bako again yesterday when one person was killed, and a number of houses belonging to police officers were also set ablaze, and we'll be bringing you more. So the latest we have is that the house of the MP for the area has also been set ablaze.
Not just to Ghanaians, but also to everyone living in Ghana, as this shocking news has actually hit Mahama's residence. In as much as we actually know that there were a lot of conflicts in Bako constituency yesterday, but we didn't actually know that it was going to affect the Member of Parliament of Bako constituency. And yes, we know that some policemen's residents were actually set ablaze yesterday. The information getting to the unit is that the house of the Member of the Parliament of Bako Central, Mahama Ayariga, has been set ablaze by some bandits in Bako. According to the report, this comes after buildings belonging to the police were set ablaze some days ago. One person is said to have been lost, like we actually have one soul lost already, and we pray that the soul of this person actually found peace wherever he belongs, with others sustaining several degrees of injury in recent attacks in this area. Earlier this week, the Member of the Parliament, who doubled as the majority leader, issued a statement condemning a recent shooting incident in the area. He also cited that no decision taken by law enforcement should be put to the law stop. I don't know how you see this, but people are really going out of hand. What is actually causing this conflict in Bako? Why can't it be stopped? Now we actually know that one person have actually lost his or her life in this fight. They didn't mention the gender, but we know we have one lost already, several being injured, houses being set ablaze, and here again we actually have the Mahama Ayariga's wonderful resident being under fire just today. And a letter has actually been issued out, which we've actually seen that has been sent to the Parliament. Mahama Ayariga, the Member of Parliament, Bako Central Majority Leader and Leader of the Government, immediate to release. I totally condemn, that was the letter he actually brought out. I totally condemn the action of the police in shooting some youths in Bako today. Also, I have never had any discussion with any police to direct them to allow anyone to attend any market or purchase anything from anyone. Such matters are not my responsibility, coming from our wonderful man Mahama Ayariga. And normally there are matters within the purview of law enforcement officers, and no decision of a law enforcement officer should be blamed on me because I don't control them operationally. The law enforcement officers are advised to work with Ablaze Azakotu, the Zurgan and overlord to maintain law and order in this traditional area. Thank you, Mahama Ayariga. And just after the letter has surfaced the social media, the youth of the constituency, youth of Bako, actually took laws into their hands by going to his residence, put it ablaze. Maybe this was not what they were actually expecting to hear. Please hear it again.
Some 19 minutes past the hour of 12, we are learning that the house of the Member of Parliament for Boku Central, Mahama Ayariga, has been set ablaze. That's in the Upper East region. We're monitoring the situation and we'll bring you more on it. That the house of Mahama Ayariga, the MP for Boku Central, has been set ablaze. I'm sure if you've been following our news coverage, there was the escalation of violence in Boku again yesterday when one person was killed, and a number of houses belonging to police officers were also set ablaze, and we'll be bringing you more. So the latest we have is that the house of the MP for the area has also been set ablaze. We'll bring you more.
Operative securities actually sweep into war. The thing is that since few days now we've been having so many issues coming from Boku, and now this is actually outrageous, coming out to actually set ablaze the residents, and is actually set on fire by this suit. It was not even done in the night, where you say you will not see the faces of these people that actually did it. Coming from the Ghanatube, they've actually given out this news again. The Baku residents of the Member of the Parliament of Boku Central, Mahama Ayariga, who is also a majority leader in Parliament, has allegedly been set on fire by some unidentified men. The report, according to multiple news portals, on April 10, 2025, said the incident followed a similar attack on buildings of the police in the town. Like, not just him, at least I think they are just taking some drastic steps, and things should actually be quenched immediately. And people are calling out the administration of John Mahama to actually quench this rising war that has actually started already. And according to them, it's just basically 3 months into the office and a lot is happening already. One of the reported perished in the erection of the police building. Like, one person died when the fire was there, and when they actually says police building on fire, while others sustained several degrees of injury, while they are still asking, they don't know if actually all of them will actually make it alive. Following that incident, the Member of the Parliament, who doubles as the majority leader, also issued a statement commending the recent shooting yesterday. If he had known, maybe he wouldn't have said anything, and that's where this news actually got so fierce, and I don't know why they cannot be stopped or any other thing. Ghana Web will actually publish readers with more details as when and how it actually happened, which our station to Ghanatube will actually bring you every news pertaining to this. Just as you may know that the government will actually look into this now, maybe they'll have to ascertain the degree of what is actually going on in Baku, and know that they are going to quench this immediately before it will escalate to so many other things. Heartfelt one to the Mahama Ayariga, who has actually lost his house, his apartment to fire just this afternoon today. We pray that every corporate that was involved in this will actually be found, and the punishment meted on them, punishment they ought to get, will actually get to them immediately. We pray that God actually comforts Mahama Ayariga. We actually know that all these things will take time for him to regain himself again. Please do well to comment. Tell us what you feel about this, and tell us how you feel the youth can be tamed, how you feel the youth can actually also be reached, and why their anger is actually raising up in Baku constituency. And also do well to like, comment, and follow. Put on the notification bell so you get all our news one by one. Thanks, my people.